So a lot of my friends have asked me to make a video on how to calculate the payments they should make each year on their loans. So how much do I need to pay each year to pay off my loan, and how much do I need to pay each month to pay off my loan will be the question I'll be answering today using Excel. Excel has a function called the payment function, which can solve this for you. Basically what the payment function needs is the present value, the interest rate, and the time that that you'll be paying it off in. Time is always referred to in finance as in. And then with this, we can then solve for the payment. So let's say that we have a loan of $6,000, and it's at a rate of 3%. And let's say that we wish to pay it off in 4 years. And the payment, basically to find the payment, we put in the payment, PMT, open parentheses, and then we just put in the rate, the year, and the present value of the loan. Now, with this present value, because it's money that is being taken out of our pockets, a debt is essentially just money that's being taken out of our pocket. We refer to that as a negative number. Now the reason why we need to put a negative number in there is so that we get a positive number out of it, 1,614. If we were to leave it as a positive number, we would get a negative number, because that is how much money is being taken out of our wallet in order to pay for this loan. You could have it either way, but for simplicity's sake, we'll just keep it as a positive number. So to show the math that's going on here, so that you can kind of see what this function is doing, is it's taking the loan and it's taking it over a 4-year period and decreasing the amount that you owe over 4 years until it gets to 0. So we start off with $6,000, and we add interest rate of 3%. So basically we take the $6,000, multiply it by 3%, or 3%, and we put in the payment that we're going to be paying on this loan, which is equal to this $1,614. And then at the end of the year, we basically take this $6,000 plus the interest, and with those two added, we subtract the payment that we're making, which will give us, at the end of the year, we will owe $4,565. So if at the end of the year we end with this amount, that means that at the beginning of the next year, year 2, we'll start with that amount. So now we owe, at the beginning of the second year, $4,566. Now, and then we can do the same thing. We take this, multiply it by the interest rate. Now there's a neat little function here, or way of being able to drag this formula out without having to type it in each and every single time. Basically what we do is we lock this cell. The reason why we lock this cell and not this cell is because we want this value to change, but we don't want this cell to change. So we lock it. In order to lock it, we just put a $sign up front, so that when we drag out the formula, the 3% stays the same, but this cell changes. We do the same thing with the payment value. We basically set it equal to the payment, and we lock it, and then we drag it over. And then with this equation, because the equation is already set, when we drag it out to the end, it would automatically do the calculations for us. And at the end of 4 years, we will owe $0. So we will have it completely paid off for at 0 years. And if you want to see how much you paid in total after 4 years of paying off your interest, you would have paid a total of $6,456. And it's just interesting to note that because of the loan that you took, you had $6,000 and you paid an extra $456 to have that $6,000. So it's just something kind of to look at. Now let's say that we wanted to do this monthly, because you know what, paying every year is good, but most of us like to pay every month. We get our paycheck and we want to take a portion of that paycheck and we want to put it aside to pay off the loan. So in order to do it monthly, we keep the loan the same. The loan is still $6,000, but we need to change the rate and the years. We'll start with the years. The reason why we need to change the years is we need to convert it into months. So we take this 4 years and we multiply it by 12 months, and that gives us an answer of 48 months. Now for the interest rate, because the interest rate is the interest out of a full year, we basically take the interest rate and we divide it into 12 segments, or 12 individual rate periods. So that will give us a percentage of 25% each month that we're paying. We just basically divided this by 12. And then when we drag this over, it will now give us the answer of how much we had to pay each month in order to pay off this loan in 48 months. To prove this to you, let's go ahead and change this year to, let's say we're paying off in 2 years. And we want to see that this equation right here works. So we'll have to change a couple of things. Because we're not using this interest rate anymore, we're using that interest rate. We need to change this cell reference and change it to there, and then lock it just as we did before. Drag it out all the way to the end. We need to change this payment, which is that, which, because these were equal to that payment, it already changed it for us. Now when we take these years, we can drag it out, or I guess in this case it's months, we can drag it out to 24 months, and we can see that in 24 months we will owe $0 here at the end. And so this equation works. So basically this is how you answered these two questions. How much do I have to pay each year to pay off my loan? Well, this is how much you need to pay. The $3,136. How much do I need to pay each month? If I want to do it monthly, well, you pay $258. And then you can kind of play around with it a little bit more. But essentially, this is just one way for you to figure out and mess around with ways of paying off your loan. So there you go. Have fun with it.